Hello and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that this guy seems to step on. Happy Monday. Today's show, we're going to be talking about what computer should you use for voiceover. I think this is probably one of the most overlooked topics that we talk about, that we don't talk about, or in the voiceover business, but is so important. I mean, our computers are the hub of voiceover, of anything that we do. And I know for me, it's plays such a vital role. So let's go ahead and dive in on what computer you should be using. So of course, everything that I say is going to be my opinion and the things that I've done. And I know a lot of computer people, right? It depends on whether you're a Mac person, an Apple person, or whether you're a PC person. But I would say that a couple of things. First off, I've noticed that Apple computers tend to work better with the processing of, the processing of digital assets, the processing of recorded files, photos, things of that nature. I just noticed that over time, and it seems to me that takes, like Apple went down that path, whereas like video gaming, right? Like computer gaming, definitely it goes down the PC path, right? Like, you don't really game on Apples. They freeze up on you. It's really crazy because, Apple computers do really everything else really well. But when it comes to gaming, they really do. They're just not up to par for that. So, first off, I do recommend an Apple computer, and I know that they're expensive. They're more expensive than PCs, but there are a lot of different options. Like, not just you can get an iMac or a MacBook, right? Like a laptop, but you can also do a Mac Mini, right? Which is just, like the tower version of Apple, and then you can hook that up to any screen that you have, right? Any computer screen. Now, the next thing I want to talk about with the type of computer is, do you need a full-size computer? Do you need a laptop? And this is my personal opinion. A lot of people love laptops. They're portable. They're easy to use, like easy to move into spaces. They don't take up a lot of room. And there's nothing wrong with using laptops. Or iPads. Some people use iPads. I've seen people have entire setups with iPads, or even using their phone. Like GarageBand allows you to do a lot of different things with an iPad too, right? Where you can record and do a lot of stuff there. But I find that the best thing to do is to get, I know this is just what I've noticed, is you really do want a big screen. Like a 27-inch screen. Now, I know, stay with me. You want a big screen because when you are doing voiceover, when you're reading scripts, and now I don't print off my scripts. So some people print off their scripts still. All right, and I understand that, but I don't. I don't like to print off. I don't like to waste the paper, and it takes extra time for me. So I like to use my screen. But here's the thing: when I'm using my screen, it's important that I see my script, and I can view what's going on with my DAW, right? So that I can make changes on the fly while I'm reading, and I don't have to click back and forth through different things to where it gets all jumbled up. And that happens a lot on a laptop because the screens are only so big, right? So I like the idea of having a big screen. However, you might be in a situation where, you have what you have, right? Maybe you have a laptop. But here's what I recommend. If you have a laptop, get a 27-inch or bigger computer monitor. They're only a couple $100. And literally get an HDMI cord, get an adapter so it plugs into your iPad or your MacBook or your laptop, and share screens. All right, do the dual screen, and literally you can have a monitor, a big computer monitor. All right, get a wireless mouse, get a wireless keyboard. All right. And all of a sudden you can have your computer, your laptop outside of your booth, and you can have a nice size screen in your booth that gives you that option, because you can change the resolution, make it as big as small as you need to in the settings so that it fits the size of the screen. and you have a nice size screen. Listen, time, when we do our work, right, in voiceover, time is everything. How much time it takes us to do stuff. The bigger your screen is, all right, the more things you can have open on your screen, the more you can see, the faster you can move through your workflow. This is one of my secrets on why I can move so fast when I'm doing voiceovers and stuff, is because of the size of my screen. I can see everything on my screen. I don't have to click back. I don't have to stop and wait and get mixed up with a script over here or a video over here or something over there. And I gotta, right? It's all on my screen because it's big enough to handle all of it. Do you know what I mean? And it's big enough for me to see the script and to make it big enough on the screen to where I can read it very easily. That's another thing. With reading, it's nice when the words are a little bit bigger. Okay, or whatever you need to do to be able to, read without having to stop every few seconds because the words are so small. That is a thing, and it could be another reason why, if you're having trouble reading without being able to go with over two or three sentences, right? You mess up after 2 or 3 sentences with your reading. Could be too that you need to make the words bigger. And I'm not saying it's because you can't, you need like glasses or something, or you can't see. I mean to say that a lot of times what we are able to see ahead of us, how far we're able to read ahead, okay, that matters to us when we're reading so that we know what's coming. And sometimes you need to make the words a little bit bigger in order to be able to see ahead a little bit easier. Okay, so that's just something to think about. So, like I said, I recommend Apple. Not that you can't do work on PC. Absolutely you can. You can do work on any computer. But I recommend Apple computers. I like the full screens iMacs. And by the way, I know, again, I'm not unaware of how expensive these are. They're very expensive computers. But when it comes to the hub of everything you do and in the investment, it's one of the most important investments you can make. Okay, because that computer runs everybody. Think about it. Your computer runs everything. The processing power and speed of your computer is paramount to being able to record effectively. All right, it really is. So it's really important that you get the right computer. So I love iMacs, or I love, and by the way, like I said, Mac Minis are great too. Because they're a mini, it's a Mac computer, but allows you to hook up to any monitor, and it's just a little piece, that you can put out of the booth or to the side, and you can have the Apple operating system, but not have to buy. It's a lot cheaper than the iMac or cheaper than the laptops, the MacBooks. So there's Mac Mini option too, which is why they came up with it. And then you can get a nice big screen of, Dell. You could get a nice, Dell makes some really nice monitors that I like, some big monitors, some flat screen monitors. So listen, I hope that helps you out. If you don't have Apple, that's fine. If you've got, a PC, that's fine as well. But whatever you do, whether it's PC, Apple, whatever, make sure that you really try to push yourself to get a big screen. I'm a real advocate for a big screen, and also try to get whatever is running all of your stuff, whether it's a laptop, whether it's a tower, whatever, an iMac, try to get that out of the processing noise out of where you're recording, and run an HDMI cable to a screen in your booth so that you're not picking up that extra noise. When I first started, that was a big mistake of mine. I did that a lot. I had everything encompassed. I had my monitors, I had my computer, all of it, my DAW or my interface, everything was in my booth. And what I found was there was just always a lot of extra noise because all those extra components make noise. Okay, so if you can get all of that out by having a dual screen. Most computers will do a dual screen, okay, in the settings. And that means you can control the computer with, on another monitor with a wireless mouse and keyboard. All of them can hook up through Bluetooth. So it really does work. And that's my recommendations on what computer you should use for voiceover. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment to like, subscribe. Also, if you get an opportunity, we'd love to have you check out VO's Journey Elite. This is a group we meet Wednesdays and Saturdays. We've got some amazing guests coming up who do teaching in the group, but it's a group that we get together to grow our voiceover businesses through marketing, through voice acting, through editing. We're working with DAWs, all sorts of stuff. And it's just a fantastic group. Plus, we have a private Facebook group. We'd love for you to be involved. Check out the link below or go to aviosjourney.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, have a good one. Talk to you later. Goodbye.